Hello everybody, my name is Toxic Warrior and welcome back to another video. Today's video is something a little special. A new quest was added to Generation 5, and it is a limited time quest once more. It is the St. Patrick's Quest, which will be available until Monday, 12 o'clock noon, Eastern Standard Time. At the time of recording, it is Saturday, so you still have about 2 days left to get this quest done. If we take a look at quest log here, we need to make our way to Greenholm and follow the river to climb the waterfall. So we warp our way to Greenholm. Follow the river. And climb the waterfall. Now, you don't have to stay within the water. Once you get to this point, you can rock climb up, or, if you have fly, you can fly. But, as always, I try to not use any perk commands. So, I will just rock climb ineffectively. But we make our way to the top of the waterfall to find this NPC here, Patty. Patty's a little down on his luck today. I believe this is the first event that I'm aware of that's occurred for St. Patrick's Day. It's a good event too. Because it's relatively easy to complete and the rewards are pretty decent. Now, search Emerald Isle. You have to remember, the leprechaun gave descriptions of places. It wouldn't really know the actual names. So, for example, Den of Dragons, Electric Metropolis, Ghoul Valley, and Emerald Isle are descriptions of places the leprechaun was. So, Emerald Isle, of course, is emerald equals green, isle equals island, which is a home, so green home. Oh, Jesus. It doesn't help when I talk. But the idea is he stayed within the confines of the center island of Zeinova, but that still encompasses Waterson, Everhollow, Spirit Vale, and Greenholm as potential locations to explore. Now we just have to follow a trail of gold. Now, before you start thinking these should be nuggets, these were nuggets before, and then testing proved that they were a little harder to see and follow, so they became ingots. Unfortunately, I don't know what's wrong with name tags above the items, because I'd love to have names above them, but I don't know why they don't appear. And of course, in typical fashion, you're de-leveled to some extent. But, you know, this these are majority purloins, and yeah, they're not exactly the most difficult thing to battle. Yeah, this quest is just another mini quest to celebrate another holiday. Nothing all too special about it. But again, the rewards are pretty decent, especially for newer players. Max level this quest requires for Pokemon is level 35. So, yeah, main quest, what? Gym 4 uses level 50 Pokemon, so before main quest 3 even, you can do this quest. Alright. That's the end of this battle. Make your way to the Den of Dragons. Look, these names are on the nose, or at least I think they are. Den of Dragons. There's the Pokestop at Everhollow that says Dragon's Den. Yeah, some of these aren't creative. But we'll take a walk over to Everhollow. My jumping is off today. It's always off, though, before anyone says that. And at the time of this recording, there is currently a slight issue with one of the parts of the quest, which I will point out at that time. But it is something to be aware of. It will be rectified on the server's daily restart. But until then, just something to be aware of. So, again, Everhollow and the Dragon's Den Pokestop. Gather information from the Everhollow locals. First local is down here. Even some of the NPCs get really cool names in this quest. Well, cool names is subjective. They get interesting names. Of course, this one means dragon. This is just an Irish name. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce it. Mac was specifically because someone referenced what's it called? It's a QA tester pointed out a reference from. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Mac was one of the names given to me from that, so I went with it. And this is the second and final battle for this quest. Everything after this point is just minor running around. We're dealing with dragons. The Alakazam's just going to lead us. Again, these aren't necessarily hard battles. This one matches your level with the opponent, but you're facing a Dragonair, not a Dragon Knight. Okay. Well, kill me. From the testers, the hardest thing in this quest is, or in this battle, is the Kingdra. But even then, everything in this battle is 50% EV trained 50%. So instead of being 252, 252, it's 128 for. It's 128, 128. And then whatever is left. I'm not paying attention, sorry. This is the Kingdra, and again, it's same level. It's really nothing special. Thank you for snapping out of confusion. Oh, I remember where I was. So the EVs are at 50%, and the IVs are 75 to 80%. So it's really not anything special. These aren't hard battles. Good for XP gain, though. That's Everhollow taken care of. Head to the Electric Metropolis. Now, That one's... I couldn't think of a fun one for Watterson. So I went with the Electric Metropolis. This is the NPC we have to talk to next. And like I said, past that previous battle, it's easy sailing from here. That's Watterson taken care of. Now we go to Ghoul Valley. Now this one is another play of words like the Emerald Isle. Spirit Vale is spirit to ghoul, and Vale is valley. So again, it's on the nose, but people aren't getting Emerald Isle, so maybe it's not as on the nose as I think. But like I said, it's all within this inner island. And as this is the last part of this quest, and this is where the bug that's currently in the quest lies. So when I made this, you'll see it's a hide and seek with a Sableye. So what I did was I had the Sableye teleporting from location to location instead of creating a new Sableye for each spot. And that's great for keeping the code cleaner, but if you are to leave the area, the teleported entity disappears and it goes back to its original spot, which would be there. So it's a little misleading if you leave the area and come back and look at the hint near Mia's house and it's not there, but actually back at the start. And that's what the issue is. I have created a new file to rectify it, but that won't be on until the restart of the server today. And it's just something to keep in mind until then. But there's only 3 places for the Sableye. Only 3 locations to look. And now we have to head back to Greenholm, which is on the other side of the island here. We'll try to cut some time out. I still don't want to warp. I warped at the start, and that was the only time I wanted to do that. Because ultimately, I still don't have... It's been... I don't know, when I started posting content, quote, quote. But they were never meant to be full guides. They were meant to be playthroughs / guides. Like, most of the time, I usually know what's happening. But I try to give you, or the viewer watching, a realistic expectation of what to expect for a quest. I don't want you to go into this thinking, oh, I can go in, nail it first time. Some of these takes trial and error. As you can see from something like Shadow Quest, where I definitely had to cut up the video because it was already... I think it was a 3-hour long video to begin with. And I still cut it down to 1:30. But if I was making guides, they would just be showing all successes and where everything's at. And you see that for something like locations for Mystery Man or Iconic Trainers. Something that, needs to be direct. But for Quest, it's just something different. Plus, it's a hell of a lot easier than making a Google Doc and sharing it over and over again. Posting videos to YouTube is really simple. Nice way to store it. Though I do have my hard drive with almost nearing capacity because of the sheer amount of videos. Because I haven't deleted anything. I still have all the original recordings. Come on. But we make our way back here. Talk to Patty, and we will receive our rewards. The rewards for this, the substantial rewards for this, is 1 million coins, which I think is the most coins to be given from a quest, and especially a quest of this caliber, something so easy. And 1 of 4 possible eggs. So you are guaranteed an egg from this quest. It's either going to be a 2018 Easter, a 2024 Easter, a summer egg, the first one. I don't remember what year that is. I think it's 2020. Or a Valentine's 2024 egg. So if we go to spawn, we'll open the egg just to see what I get. And of course, this quest can only be done on a single save. You can't just farm eggs. Because, this quest would be easy to do that on. I got an Easter, not Valentine's. Where are you? This guy. But the Easter eggs are being revamped, so it was a good way to just kind of give whatever's here out. Because come Easter, they're going to be changed completely. But a Medicham, it's alright, I guess. But that's this quest. I hope that you enjoy it. I hope you get a good Pokemon from your egg. I hope you enjoy your 1 million coins. Until next time, take care.